I work with young people. I used to be a youth leader before I got elected, and I think I know what makes young people start and where they want to go and how they've got to be valued. So I'm here to do three very quick things: support Winsome, support you lot to make you realise that actually life is full of opportunities to try stuff. Yeah, to try. None of us know where we're going to end up. None of us can be clear, even if we have a plan, that will end up where the plan is. None of us, people who want to be footballers may not end up being as good footballers as they'd like to be. People who want to be singers may not end up being the international singers they'd like to be. So you can never be sure you have an absolute plan. But if you don't try, you'll never ever discover where your talents are, what your abilities are, what your possibilities are. And if you never try, you can never give other people the chance to help you know what your strengths and weaknesses are. Yeah? So this is about trying, this is about exploring stuff and exploring what in the world is the sort of place where you might like to be. And we live in a world, I don't know whether you know this, where more and more people are not employed, more and more people are self-employed. More and more young people decide, I don't want to be working for somebody, I want to be working for me. I want to be deciding what I do. I want to be having my own little company that might produce records. I might have my own little company that might sell music. I might want to do my own company that might organise gigs. I might want to be the person who sets up a company who does design and artwork. I might want to be my own company that makes dresses, or makes clothes, or makes hats, or makes other stuff. Yeah? But to do that, you need people to help you. You need people to come along and give you the skill, the place, the space to do stuff. And I hope what tonight does is encourage you to have those networks of people who will allow you to push the barriers, to try stuff, to try new stuff. Yeah? Families are fantastic, but they're not the only people who can be mentors. People at school and college are great, but they're not the only people who can be mentors. Sometimes you have to go outside the family and outside the college in order to find people who can really inspire you and really encourage you and really push you and sometimes support you, sometimes give you a bit of a loan of money to help you go and buy some stuff or do some stuff. So I'm here to say, never ever 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 think that there are not opportunities that will do for you. Lots of people get stuck in life. They get stuck thinking, I'm not sure I'm going to get anything worthwhile. Some of the most senior people in the world spent a lot of time actually looking for work. Some of the most successful people in the world spent a lot of time doing really mundane jobs because they had to get some money in whilst they did other things. I was talking to a lad today who lives locally. He does an ordinary job in a shop to earn the money so he can do the thing he really wants to do, which is work with young people and do youth work. Yeah? So never worry about the fact that you've got to sometimes do some stuff that you may not really want to do to give yourself the time and the space and the opportunity and the money to do something you really want to do. And lastly, Winsome, thank you very much for doing this. All over the country today, all over the country, I've been to an event up at the borough, the government have put a little bit of money into gigs like this. Yeah? All over the country. There are people in downstairs basements, in parks, doing a big gig. People who may not ever have performed before in public. Lorenzo's obviously done stuff before, but people who'll be singing for the first time, playing music for the first time. Really important to give spaces for people to try stuff, to see how good they are. And you never know that maybe people here may say, come on, let's do stuff together. So thank you very much for being part of this. If any of you live locally, as the MP, one of the jobs I try to do is help people with CVs, with references, with employment ideas, with work experience, with training, with internship, all that stuff. Yeah? Because we've all got an obligation. I got help when I was a kid. I didn't come from a rich family, none of my parents had been to university. When my parents married, they didn't have any money, so it wasn't as if I came from anywhere that was privileged. So I feel an obligation to help other people. And we've all got to pass on that stuff to the next generation. So Winston knows how to find me. I'm really keen to support her. I'm really keen to support music. I love music. I think it's really important. And very last thought. Life's very complicated. Life's very stressful. Life's very busy. You know, lots of messaging, lots of text, lots of digital stuff. But we all need time to take time out. Yeah? And music and art and painting and drawing and theatre and film We all need time to just chill out, to be able just to sit back and let other things happen around us, to inspire us. Books to read that might take us out of ourselves. Films, music, where we can close our eyes and we can just dream away. So always give yourself time just to take time out and just see where it leads you, because it might inspire you to do all sorts of good stuff. So thank you very much for being here. You are the people who will be running the world in the next generation, and don't ever undervalue the opportunity you have to change things here, in this country, in Europe, and in the world. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you very much. Please go on. Roman 7. Round of applause.